ministry basically all my life, and joining a ministry, not that I can only participate as a team member and helping to build and further the ministry, but that I can bring my family along, and my wife and I, we can work in the ministry or just be a part of the ministry together. That's important to me and important to us, and I definitely feel after doing research and seeing some of Pastor Foreman's videos and the church's videos that Harvest Church could possibly be that church for us in our moving to Atlanta. I recently viewed Bishop Foreman's message titled "The Kingdom in You" on YouTube, and his style is definitely one that is, one, word-based, and two, is energetic and the type of message that I gravitate to and that pulls me in. So I definitely could see, myself being involved and being able to be a part of a ministry with a leader who is energetic and young and relevant, and yeah. The role of musician that I'm applying for, in my opinion, is not just about playing music in church, because anybody can do that. But when you're a part of a ministry, your job is to help facilitate an atmosphere that, encourages people to be a part of the worship service, first of all. And it encourages people to connect to God and to be involved in the ministry and the service at that time. Now, in doing this as a part of a team, one, you have to be team oriented. Two, you have to be ministry minded. And three, I believe it's important to actually be proficient at what you do. So being part of that team to help move the ministry forward, all of these factors play an important part, and you must be willing to do what's necessary as a team member to make sure you do your part to move the ministry forward in all of these facets. My top 3 professional attributes: 1, I'm tenacious. 2, and it could be kind of a blessing and a curse, I'm sort of a perfectionist in a lot of lights, especially when it comes to music and my craft. And 3, I'm a people person, which means I work well with the team, and I'm about the team. 2 different things, but both a part of the same attribute. Now, when it comes to my professional weaknesses, 1, a lot of times it's hard for me to say no, or, I want everybody to be good. So at a certain points in leadership, there are times where you have to differentiate what's best for the team and what's best for moving forward. And, that's one of my areas that I can improve upon. Another weakness, like I spoke earlier about being a perfectionist, a lot of times, in being a perfectionist, you want things to be so right that you don't get to an end point or to a completion point because you're constantly revising. So that's something I continually address with myself and work on to just get to the point where it's okay to be finished with it. Growing up in church, my father's a pastor, my mom's the first lady or co-pastor, and my brother and I, my only brother and I, we are basically ahead of the music department, but we function as a team. And that instilled me a sense of team and working together as a unit. So I definitely am able to work in a team setting and know my role, and even encourage others in their roles, and to move a ministry forward or to move a unit forward. When there are moments where I need to work as an individual, I'm self-sustaining, self-motivated, and I can work in either capacity, whether it's a team or individual. Whatever's necessary at the moment, that's what I'll get done. one thing about Ronald Black is I know I don't know everything, and there's always a lot to learn. There's always a lot to learn, especially from someone that's above me or someone in a position that has done things or already accomplished things that I'm trying to accomplish, or that might have a greater knowledge in certain areas. So receiving wisdom, receiving knowledge, receiving teaching, receiving constructive criticism from people above me is definitely not an issue, and I welcome it because that only makes me a better individual in my position, which in turn helps the organization, the team, the ministry, the church, whatever I'm a part of. In my current music director position, I make $3,200 a month, but I am 1099, so it's not after taxes.